let's talk about power breathing. Along with power breathing comes intra-abdominal pressure. But before we learn that, we must know how to breathe deep into our stomach or down into our groin. So a little exercise I used to teach people is first open your mouth wide and take a breath in. When you do that, you can see my chest rise and fall. You can feel the air high up in the lungs. So to breathe deeper, all we do is we're going to restrict the air coming in. So the first one is close our mouth and we push our tongue up into the roof of our mouth and take a big breath in. So with a bit more restriction, you can feel pulling deeper within the stomach. But we can restrict it further again if we cover one nostril. Or we can go again by covering one nostril and then half pressing the other nostril. So when you practice that, what you feel is the more we restrict the air coming in, you can feel more of a pull deep down within the stomach. So when you get used to breathing deep within the stomach then, we need to learn how to create that intra-abdominal pressure. So when we talk about your core or core tension, don't just be thinking of your tummy muscles, we're thinking of the whole core, so like an apple core all the way around. So we're talking about rectus abdominis, transverse, internal external obliques, hip flexor muscles, pelvic girdle muscles, erector spinae. So what we want to do is to create pressure on the whole lot. So if you imagine if your core was like an empty cardboard box, and we take some weight plates and we put it on top of the box, it won't take much before the box crushes. But let's say we take a deflated football and we put it inside the box, and then we inflate the football inside the box, we're going to strengthen the walls. Then we can take even more weight plates and put it on, and there'll be far more structure in the box. So we're going to do the same thing here. So what we want to do is take about 75% of the air into the lungs, we're pulling down deep into the tummy, and then we're going to create tension. So how I teach people to create tension is, if you imagine you're trying to force the air out, but you're restricting it as much as possible between the tongue and the teeth. Okay, so we're going to inhale, and then we're going to try and force the air out, but pressing the tongue in behind the teeth and up into the roof of my mouth. So practice that. The more you feel the resistance, the more tension you're going to feel in the core. Okay, so when we can then apply that into things like our kettlebell swing or our kettlebell press. With the power breathing and biomechanical breathing on the kettlebell swing, it's all about inhaling, coming down. We're loading up the core tension, and then the power breathe is the and what we're doing is we're going to brace the abs hard and squeeze the glutes. And you're going to see that in later videos.